Right after T finished his presentation at the conference, we headed straight to the car rental place. Christine, a new friend I made during the conference, joined us on the trip. At the rental company, we met Zoran, one of the kindest Slovenians ever. He not only made sure everything about the car was in perfect condition, but also gave us the most thoughtful recommendations for our short road trip. Thanks to him, we felt more prepared and excited for the journey ahead. Our original plan was to head straight to Lake Bled, but following Zoran's recommendation, we made a stop at Lake Bohinj first. And honestly, every part of the drive from Ljubljana to Bohinj felt like a dream. The deep green mountains rolled on like a painting. And the little villages we passed along the way added a quiet charm to the whole journey. It wasn't just a route, it was an experience in itself. Zoran told us, once you arrive at Lake Bohinj, it'll be impossible to resist a swim. And he was right. None of us had brought swimsuits, but that didn't stop Mark and T from bravely jumping in. Meanwhile, Christine and I stayed on the shore, soaking in the sun and the picture-perfect scenery. It was peaceful, like a still frame from a summer dream. I don't really know why, but I absolutely love sunny days. There's just something about feeling the warmth of the sun on my skin. It makes everything feel okay. Just sitting there, watching my friends splash around in the water, that alone made me so happy. It felt like time had paused. All the thoughts that usually race through my mind, quiet. Everything just stopped. And all that was left was peace. After soaking in the moment, each of us, in our own way, we decided it was time for a little snack break. So we headed to a nearby restaurant just to refuel and keep the good vibes going. After our little snack break, we hopped back in the car and headed toward Lake Bled. The plan? A lakeside walk, maybe a light hike, just enough to soak in the beauty without rushing anything. When we arrived, Lake Bled was far bigger than I'd imagined. Its beauty was impossible to capture on video. So still, so pristine. The four of us stood there for a moment, completely mesmerized, and then we simply started walking. When we talk about lakes, the word we almost always use is still. Rivers flow, oceans crash, but lakes, they just stay. Lake Bled felt like it was holding so many memories, like it had witnessed countless people walking these paths, building their own stories across time. And in that peaceful silence, the line between past and present blurred. All the rushing thoughts in my head settled, and like the lake itself, my heart simply stayed still. Maybe that's why we're drawn to quiet places in nature, because we're always in conversation with our surroundings, and when we stand before a still lake, our hearts begin to mirror that stillness. As the years go by, our thoughts grow heavier, our memories more layered. We try to lighten that weight, through words, through writing. But sometimes, all it takes is to simply pause, to stop, and somehow, in that silence, the weight begins to lift. Just like that. We begin a short hike toward Bled Castle. Mark, T, and I all share a connection to Hong Kong. There are quite a few good hiking spots there, and T and I had done a few trails together. This walk reminds us of those times and of where our friendship began. Of course, our hike up Diamond Head in Hawaii also came up, a memory the three of us share. There's something about shared memories that builds a bond stronger than anything else, and now this climb to Bled Castle will become one of them too. The trail up to the castle wasn't long or difficult, but the thick greenery made it feel like a real hike. Whenever I think back on Slovenia, what comes to mind first is always this: the purity of its nature. As we reached the top, the view of the lake and the surrounding landscape became even more beautiful. On our way up, we kept stopping to take pictures. Each turn in the trail offered a new scene worth capturing. The trail connecting Bled Lake Park to the castle was just the right mix of movement and relaxation. But for Christine, it might have felt like a mini workout, trying to keep up with her new friends who'd been well trained on the hills of Hong Kong. Spending a day surrounded by nature feels so different from exploring a city. There's a kind of emotional clarity that comes with it, a quiet presence that helps me feel more connected to the people I'm with. As I walk, take in the view, and breathe in the scent of the air, each moment folds gently into the next. All of it, this calm, this connection, settles into a memory, softly held under the name Bled. We now begin to walk along the lake as the sun slowly sets. We're on the lookout for a place to have dinner. From the bright, sunlit scenery of the afternoon to the soft glow of the evening sky, and even the brief shower that passed us by, our day at Lake Bled has been both calm and beautifully varied. What is it that helps you remember the places you've been to? In the past, my travels used to center around visiting as many places as possible. But these days, the focus has shifted. It's less about the number of destinations and more about the depth of experience in a single place. What stays with me isn't just the scenery, though beautiful. Those memories tend to fade in detail over time. Instead, it's the small but warm experiences I have in those places that linger. They preserve not only the memory of the location, but also the emotions I felt while I was there. One particular moment from my time in Bled that stayed with me happened during dinner at a local restaurant. The waiter taught us how to say thank you in Slovenian. To help us remember, he said, "Just think of a koala." That playful mnemonic, shared over a table full of delicious traditional food, made the evening even more delightful. Now we leave the beautiful view of Bled Castle and the lake in the care of the dark night and make our way back to Ljubljana with all these wonderful memories. Ovala, I want to say thank you in Slovenian to Bled for giving us such a lovely memory. I also want to thank T once again for driving all day. Now our adventure continues to Piran. Will you stay with us for the final memories we'll make in Slovenia? I'd also love to hear your thoughts on travel. Feel free to leave a comment below.